It's between those three in the Grand National. What a climax to the season, to the shootout series this promises to be. Here we go then with our Grand National. Craig Finnegan starts from the one-lap handicap, having won the final. Dan Johnson and Junior Wayman from the back of the grid. One of those three is going to take the shootout championship. Which one's it going to be? 16 laps. Let's find out. Here we go then, already the bumpers going in further back in the pack. And Johnson has picked up Wayman. Into the fence they go on turn 4. What a hit from Dan Johnson. Let's have a look at Wayman. He spins him around there. The back tyre is burst on the 515 car. Junior Wayman is out of the race. What an incredible development. Dan Johnson knew exactly what he had to do there. He had to remove his main rival. And let's have a look again. Watch from the right of your picture. He picks up Wayman and wallop, in they go. Well, there is going to be controversy, I'm sure, over that hit. Johnson taking Wayman all the way in. The back tyres on Wayman's car ruined. Let's have a look at it from another angle as the green flag went down. Craig Finnegan headed the field off from the lap handicap. Joe Booth was the first man we saw set wide, but look to the right of your picture. Wayman picked up by Johnson and crashed into a fence post they went. That was a hard impact. To his credit, Junior Wayman tried to drive away, but he spun aside. The back tyres on the 515 car are trashed, and though Wayman is trying to keep going, he must have surely resigned himself to the fact that his race is over. He'll just have to hope now for a non-finish for both Craig Finnegan and Dan Johnson if he's going to take that silver roof. The race continues then with Nigel Wally up front in car 198. He's got ahead of lone white top John Frost. Where are our contenders? Well, there's Tom Harris, car 84. He saw his chances pretty much disappear earlier, of course, with that retirement from the final. He's trying to chase down Matt Newson in car number 16, another driver who's been out of luck on so many occasions this year. They're behind Joe Booth and Paul Harrison in cars 4, 4, 6 and 2. Craig Finnegan will be fighting his way up the order from that lap handicap. Dan Johnson is still going, I think. He's in there somewhere after that heavy hit on Junior Wayman's car. There is Johnson in car number 4. Just caught a glimpse of him in the back of shot there. 84, Tom Harris fighting it out with Matt Newson in car number 16. Both of them getting picked up by Joe Booth, and crunch into a fence post we go. Matt Newson and Joe Booth taking out a heavy impact there. Tom Harris makes up a couple of places as a result. There's Ryan Harrison in car 197. So much going on in the pack. We haven't seen our race leader yet. It's still Nigel Wally in car 198. Andrew Smith, though, making good progress further back in the order. Paul Harrison in car number 2, trying to chase down 53 of John Luck. There behind them, Tom Harris in car number 84. All the action is in the midfield pack. 2 cars in the fence there, Newson and Richard Bryan, along of course with Joe Booth following that big wallop earlier on, about 2 or 3 laps ago. There is 55, Craig Finnegan. Where is he in relation to Dan Johnson? He's 2 spots behind him. Mal Brown in 34 is the man in between them. Finnegan knows he is almost there. His points, of course, will be multiplied. There'll be various bonuses applied with the lap handicap for winning the final. So he only knows he's got to finish just behind Dan Johnson in order to take that silver roof. Another puncture for John Lunn there. He's been out of luck here at Belle Vue tonight. Looks like his race is over once again as Paul Harrison chases down Tom Harris. The men 4th and 5th in the shootout standings. There behind Ryan Harrison in the 197 car. These are the lower reaches of the top 10. It is still, incidentally, Nigel Wally out in front. Here's the man in 2nd place, 391, Andrew Smith. There's Wally going into turn number 1, the yellow grader who leads the way. Andrew Smith goes wide to lap the 53 of John Lunn, slowing up with a puncture. Going for his 3rd win of the day, if he can catch 198, Nigel Wally. But of course, all eyes in this huge crowd here at Belle Vue today are on the pack behind them. Dan Johnson is just ahead of Craig Finnegan in the pack, as we see Ryan Harrison sent out wide into a parked car there by Tom Harris, taking out his frustrations, no doubt, from earlier on, getting the bumper in at every opportunity. Over to Paul Harrison, trying to get the bumper in on him in turn. But Craig Finnegan is just a few laps from the silver roof. From his lap handicap, he's in the lower reaches of the top 10 now, chasing down Dan Johnson as we see Harrison battling it out with Tom Harris. Down the home straight they come. The 84 car still hanging on. The lap boards are out. We're in the closing stages of the 2011 Shootout Championship. Let's look for our contenders. Here they are. Craig Finnegan in car 55. Bumpers Ryan Harrison out wide in car 197. That will put Craig, if he can get through, up into 6th place, and that will be enough to take the silver roof. Dan Johnson just ahead of him is 5th, just behind Scott Davids there, who I think is a lap down. Johnson tries to take him round there at turn number 1. But behind him, 55 Craig Finnegan has now got ahead of Ryan Harrison up into 6th place. Johnson gets rid of Scott Davids at turn 3. But we're in the closing stages now, very much so, and the man in 55, Craig Finnegan, is almost there. He's only got to stay behind the number 4 of Dan Johnson, almost unnoticed. The win is going to go to Nigel Wally in car number 198, but the glory is with the man in 55. Craig Finnegan is the shootout champion. Finnegan crosses the line in 6th place, 1 place behind Dan Johnson. That will be enough to give Craig Finnegan the silver roof, and a few meetings ago, who would have expected that? Let's check out the results then. Nigel Wally was who took the win, almost unnoticed there, holding off Andy Smith in the closing stages. Tom Harris made it up to 3rd place, chased all the way by Paul Harrison. Good effort by Dan Johnson in car number 4, he took 5th, but Craig Finnegan in 6th place in car 55 will take silver. Ryan Harrison, Scott Davids, Mal Brown and Dave Beresford rounding out the top 10, with Chris Clare the only other finisher in that Grand National event. Well, of course, the talking point of that race right at the start, Dan Johnson's lunge at Frankie Wainman Jr., taking him out of the race. Craig Finnegan it is who takes the shootout, 402 points. Frankie Wainman Jr. second with 370, 1 point ahead of Dan Johnson in the end, with Tom Harris further back on 310, Paul Harrison taking 5th. Donuts from Craig Finnegan in car 55. What a wonderful result for Craig. He is the 2011 National Points Shootout Champion.